All right, I guess it's actually round two because it's less than two. All right. Well, anyway. Okay. So, what we've got going on here is quick review of converting fractions and decimals. So the big thing here is to convert a fraction into a decimal. There's two ways you can go about it. One way, it's not going to work in all situations, but it is a little bit faster. So, and the one way is, hey, get it so it's a denominator out of 10, 100, 1,000, or so on, because then we can just say the number because of the place values, tens, hundreds, thousands. So for example, I'm looking at 4 and I'm like, hey, you know what? 4 won't fit into 10, but it will fit into 100. So 4 times 25 is 100, which means 3 times 25 gives me 75. And there it is, 75 hundredths. So I can just write it out as a decimal. Decimal 75. 75 and the 5 is in the hundreds. Okay. Does 5 fit into 10? Absolutely. So times it by 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. So that is 6 tenths. So yeah, 6 tenths. All right. And then obviously the same thing here as well. It's out of 10. You can multiply. I'm just going to leave the 4 there. Okay. That's fine. Times it by 2 again. So that's an 8. So if we say it, I've got 4 and 8 tenths. So 4 and 8 tenths. So it's as nice as that. The issue is someone like this, 7/15ths. 15, trying to get it into 100, 1,000. I'm going to end up doing, well, this technique's not going to work. So the other one there is division, because that's what a fraction bar means. Take the number 7 and divide it by a 15. So when we set it up, we are dividing by the 15. Now I know 15 is not going to fit into 7. I realize that. But what we can do is we can add our decimal, push our decimal up, add our 0, and then do our division process there. There we go. Charge ahead, people. How many groups of 15 can we take out of 70? 4 of them, maybe? Yeah, because 4 times 15 is, yeah, it's 60. All right, so I've got 10 there. Add a 0, bring it down. Again, just using my long division skills here. How many groups of 15 can I take out of 100? It's 6 of them. And when I do 6 times 15, I'm going to get 90. Now, I know I'm kind of running out of room here, all right? But actually, I'm okay because when I subtract, I get 10. And oh my goodness, the 10 appeared again. So when I add a 0 and bring it down, it's 100 all over again. It's going to go into it 6 times all over again. So I do have myself a repeating decimal there. So again, the big thing there is you can set up a division problem. This technique will work every single time. This technique doesn't, but this one allows a little bit more of your mental math to make use out of. All right, so let's look at a few more of these. 3/8. Now again, you could try to get it out of tenths. You could try to get it out of hundredths. It actually does go into the thousands, but if you're not comfortable with it there, you might as well just do the division problem. All right, add a decimal, push it up, add your 0, and then just start dividing. How about take out what? 3 groups? Yeah, because 3 times 8 is 24. Subtract. Add your 0, bring it on down. All right, 8 times, how about 7 times? Yeah, 56, and oh, there's a 4. Add the 0, bring it down. Did you smile there? All right, why are you so happy to see the 40 there? All right, we're happy to see the 40 because it fits into it evenly. All right, no more. I'm done. 375 thousandths. Okay, excuse me. So let's try the next one here. If you notice here, we've got ourselves a mixed number. So I'm just going to hold the 2 off to the side. All right. I know that's going to be part of my answer. I'm just going to worry about converting the 1/6. So I'm going to divide 6 into the 1. So just like before, add your decimal, add your 0, push your decimal up, and begin that magical process of long division. We can take one group out. When I subtract, I get 4, add a 0, bring it down. How many groups of 6 can you take out of 40? 6 of them, 36. Get the 4, and look who just showed up again. Yeah, 40 did. So it is going to end up being a repeating one. But again, you've got your whole number as well to deal with. So my answer here is 2 and technically it's like 1600ths with the 6 repeating. You could have said 166 thousandths with the 6 repeating. Repeating decimals are kind of funny to end up saying there. So yeah, just make sure the 2 gets out in front. That's what it comes down to. And then 11/3. Again, another division problem that you're going to be looking at. The 11's on the outside. The 3 is on the inside there because, again, you are dividing by the 11. Again, could I be checking to see if 11 goes into 10, 100? Yeah, I'm not going to do much with that because be honest, once it gets past 100, I probably got to do some division anyway. So, what do we think here? All right. Well, yes. Add your decimal, add your 0, push that up there. That's good. A little division. All right. Take out 2 of them. All right. 22, subtract, get an 8, add a 0, bring it on down. 11 into 80. How many groups of 11 can you take out of 80? What do you think? All right. 7 of them. All right.
Looks good.
I think it does too. 77. We get a 3. Now, are you noticing? Are you noticing? Look who's there. Yeah, it was the 30 all over again. It's going to fit in, yes, 2 more times again. So you got to ask yourself what's repeating. It's actually 2 digits because I'm going to get the 22 here, all right? I'm going to subtract, I'm going to get the 8, put down the 0. It's the 7's going to happen again. So when I ask myself what repeats, the 27 repeats. So 27 hundredths repeating. So sometimes it's multi-digits that are repeating, not just simply one repeating over and over again. Okay, so now when we do the opposite, the converting of the decimals into the fractions, this is so much easier, people. I'm going to be honest with you there. All right. Ooh, don't know why those guys. Oh, there they go. Bye-bye. All right. Because all you got to do is say it. That's it. Say the decimal and write down what you've said, and then just make sure that you do end up simplifying. So you have your little place value chart there if you do make use of it there. But to say this number, well, this is 4, and it's in the tenths position, 4/10. There's a fraction. So let's just simplify. Divide them both by 2. There you go. That's it. 5 and 125 thousandths. Yeah. So we just have to simplify now. If you want to use 5, fine. You want to use 25, fine. Actually, 125 ends up working. I'm going to use 25 for right now because just to kind of show you that you have to check again for your simplifying because it's not always going to have the right answer after you do it one time. I can take out, let's see, 25. It takes 4 groups to get to 100, so that's 1 more to get to 125, which means that's a total of 5 altogether. All right, and then the 1,000, it takes 4 to get to 100, and how many hundreds to get to 1,000? Well, that's 10, so 10 times 4 is 40 there. So again, using your mental math skills can definitely speed up. Otherwise, you're stuck doing long division. And then you can go, wait a second. We can do some more simplifying here. Yes, we can. Divide that by 5. All right. The main thing here is my answer is not 1/8. My answer is 5 1/8. All right. So yeah, that's it there. Again, you just got to say it, and then you've got to simplify. Much more streamlined than going the opposite direction that we saw. That's it, people. There, it's all over.